Hola, muy buenas. Vamos a seguir con Blues and Bullets, o Ballets, o como se diga. Nos quedamos en la escena 10. ¿Se ha vuelto loco el mando? Ahora, ya está. Weekend 31.
I'm sure. At last. That stench of stale grease about you reminds me too much of my old job.
You worked as a waiter?
I was a chef, and not in any old kitchen. At the maximum security penitentiary on Gore Island. Can't think of a better way to do time. And how do you think I met Alphonse? Playing golf?
Alphonse?
Alphonse.
On the subject of cooking, I know your blueberry pie had an extra something. I still don't know
Alphonse
what.
Capone.
Alphonse?
So what now? You got a plan?
Take a look around, in case there's a rear exit. I'll take the main door.
My pleasure.
Vamos a buscar a Boccherini, que es el que... Vamos buscando al antiguo trabajador de Capone.
The fact that a criminal like him can hang up his shingle in broad daylight says a lot about Santa Esperanza.
Vale, era uno de los...
Someone took out
los
sections of the
trabajadores
fence. Odd.
que cuando metieron a Capone en la cárcel, pues renegó un poco de él. Vamos a ver el gnomo de jardín.
Interesting taste. Been centuries since a gardener visited this house. Maybe Boccherini's business isn't going too well.
Vamos a ver la puerta. Vamos a llamar al timbre. La
The
fórmula.
bell doesn't work. I guess Boccherini doesn't get many visitors. Boccherini? Carlo Boccherini?
Habla Boccherini.
Nothing of interest out back. Sorry. You better come see this, Mr. Ness.
What is it?
I don't know how to describe it.
Pinta asesinato. Oh,
Is that our man?
Boccherini.
My God.
We have to find out who did this, and why. Let's go.
You're the detective, Mr. Ness. Besides, Alphonse will want to see this. I'll be right back.
All right. I have to establish
Qué
how
alegría de
Boccherini
cenar.
died. Maybe the body parts can shed some light on the motive. Holy Christ,
Joder,
what the
qué
hell are we
alegría,
up
eh.
against?
hostia.
His eyes were pulled clean out of their sockets. Whoever did this, it wasn't their first time. And if they committed any other murders like this, it's likely that the police found some of the bodies. I must remember to ask Alice. His teeth were all pulled out before he was killed. The buildup of blood inside his mouth speaks for itself.
Joder, qué alegría.
Pity he won't last till Christmas, because he'd almost pass for a tree.
Joder,
There's no
qué ironía
doubt
más
the
buena.
murderer took his time.
Sí, sí, no, esto no lo han hecho en un segundo, vaya.
This isn't a cut, it's a tear. His hands were ripped off. Who has that kind of strength?
Tía, qué asco.
got stuck in there.
Hostia, un
Looks
vaso.
like the bottom of a glass. It's Boccherini, no doubt about that. Although the one I remember was more together.
Vamos al tablón.
The murderer tore Boccherini's hands off. Boccherini's teeth were all pulled out. Hands ripped off, teeth torn out. I guess I'll have to rule out criminal intent or a personal angle. Boccherini's eyes still haven't shown up. What if I look for whatever was used to remove them? What looks like the bottom of a broken glass buried in Boccherini's back.
No, esta no, evidentemente. Vale, hay que buscar algo por aquí con lo que le hayan cortado al bueno de Boccherini.
The blood comes from the other side of the corridor and ends next to the body. He was attacked in the other room and dragged to the hall. The evidence suggests that the events began in the lounge. How did Boccherini encounter his murderer? Whatever crushed the table must have been really heavy, or maybe it was thrown extremely hard. A perfectly circular
Un
dint,
surco
as if
circular.
someone had tried to hammer in a gigantic bolt, around 4 inches in diameter. Blood ran like water. Fingernails scratched the wood.
Arañazos. ¿Pudo ser Lobezno? El reloj.
Did it break during the struggle, or was it already broken? What kind of person takes off a wristwatch without unfastening it? Or fastens the strap again after taking it off?
Coño, pues se la cayó cuando... Está claro, ¿no? Cuando se la ha caído. Cuando le arrancaron la mano.
Blood everywhere. This was opened recently. Smells of whiskey. Glass on the floor indicates the window was broken from outside.
Una
There's something
pipa.
under there. How'd it wind up under there? Not one round fired. It must have happened fast. One knife's missing, the biggest one.
¿Eso qué es?
What is it with Italians and olives?
Aceitunas.
They lap those things up like caviar. Like a true bachelor, he should have put these into soak. Hours of scraping to get them clean. Although at this stage, I don't think Boccherini's too worried about that.
Vaso. La copa.
4 glasses. 2 of water, 2 of wine.
O sea que había alguien más.
I've always been a whiskey man, but I know a good wine when I see one. Leftover lasagna, and it looks good. Why is it that 2 out of 3 Italian gangsters are great cooks? I'll never understand what the deal is with them and cooking. The plates and the glasses leave no room for doubt. Boccherini had company for dinner.
Vamos a ver qué hay ahí.
Shut from the inside. Pieces of glass from the window in the hall, found inside the house. A broken whiskey glass found in the dining room. A pistol, fully loaded. Dirty plates, glasses, and silverware. A door in the kitchen. An open bottle of whiskey. I'd say Boccherini was drinking in the dining room when his assailant burst in through the window. Boccherini pulled his gun,
Ya le pillo el
but the
truco.
murderer disarmed him before he could shoot. Where did the torture begin? A broken table, scratched and covered in blood. A broken whiskey glass found in the dining room. A blood-stained wristwatch with the glass broken and the strap fastened. 2 pools of blood, one on either side of the dining room. The bloodstains show that the murderer began to torture Boccherini on the dining table itself.
Vale, con las
That
pistas
was
que
where
vamos
his hands were torn
recogiendo,
off. As a
vamos
result, his wristwatch fell to the ground. How did the body reach its current position?
sacando.
The trail of blood from the dining room to the hall. What looks like the bottom of
No,
a broken whiskey glass.
nos faltan pistas. Nos faltan pistas. No, aquí está todo. A lo mejor aquí. Falta algo por ver. Ahí no. Ah, aquí.
Takes a strong man to tear that out, or several.
Ah, vale, que aquí hay más, que no lo hemos visto. Ostras.
Jammed shut from the inside. Maybe between the 2 of us when Milton gets back. If I'm not mistaken, this door opens onto the same room as the locked door in the kitchen. Blood and some kind of sticky liquid.
Con esto han quitado los ojos.
A teaspoon stained with blood and some kind of sticky. The mixture of sticky liquid and blood can only mean one thing. The spoon was used to remove Boccherini's eyes.
Joder.
The mutilations and the disappearance of his eyes suggest 2 possible motives. Psychopathy or cultist fanaticism. Which is it? The lamp, torn off its brackets and blocking the stairs.
Esta no tiene nada que ver, evidentemente. Joder.
Oh shit. I should have stayed in my diner.
Tócate los cojones. Hostia, que van a estar los ojos dentro.
Are these teeth from the body? Well,
No
at least
son
I
los
know why his
dientes.
teeth were pulled out, more or less.
Oh, qué cosa más macabra, por Dios.
What is that? Looks like a ritual. What was Boccherini mixed up in? What looks like the bottom of a broken glass. A sick altar of human flesh. A sick altar of human...
Vale, al motivo nos vamos.
Some kind of symbol drawn in blood. A
Yes.
sick altar of human flesh. Although I don't know the origin of the symbol in the bathroom and the altar of flesh and teeth, I'd say the motive was some kind of occult religion. The big question is, who did it?
Un desequilibrado, está claro que esto no lo hizo un tío normal y corriente. Vale, nos falta el linchamiento.
The lamp, torn off its brackets, Boccherini, already minus hands, was dragged into the hall, where the murderer used the brackets of the lamp to complete his macabre diorama.
Vale, se supone que esto ya está totalmente resuelto.
Boccherini.
Vale. En teoría hemos resuelto esto, ¿no? Porque ya para allá no podemos ir para más nada. Por aquí hay más. Ah, amigo, que hay más cosas. De su coche.
This car looks too classy for a forger like Boccherini. Are there sufficient reasons to believe that when the murderer attacked Boccherini, there was someone else in the house? The first possibility to be ruled out is that the car belonged to Boccherini. Let's take a look in the glove compartment. Bingo. A man's cigarette case.
Una pitillera de hombre.
OB. One of the Boccherini clan? Vermont plates. Someone drove a long way.
Vamos a abrir el tablón. Y aquí en el coche ponemos la
The initials
pitillera
OB on a cigarette case.
y la
A car
matrícula.
with Vermont plates. 1. It has Vermont plates. 2. It's too luxurious for a criminal of his standing. 3. The initials on the cigarette case don't match his name. The next possibility that needs to be ruled out is that the car was stolen. There should be evidence that there was someone else in the house.
Bueno, la evidencia
Dirty
es esta.
plates, glasses, and silverware from a
Está
tip.
claro, ¿no?
Dirty dishes and glasses prove that Boccherini ate lasagna with one other person. Was Boccherini's guest still in the house when the murderer showed up? A door in the kitchen, locked. A broken whiskey glass found in the dining room. What looks like the bottom of a broken glass buried in Boccherini. It seems clear that Boccherini and his guest were drinking when the murderer took them by surprise. The real question is, what happened to the witness? Did they escape? Did the murderer take them? Or are they still in the house? A
Aquí
door
está
in the
encerrado
corridor
aquí.
jammed shut. A door in the kitchen, locked from the inside. One locked door could be a coincidence, but 2 locked doors which open onto the same room can't be. Either I'm completely wrong, or the witness is in that room. But I need Milton to open one of those doors.
Pégale un tiro, hombre.
Mr. Ness, can you open the door for me?
It was open. Why did you ring?
I thought I should use the doorbell so I wouldn't startle you.
When I came in, I pressed the doorbell and it didn't work.
Well, in light of the facts, I deduced that it was your finger that wasn't working. So, what can you tell me to restore my faith in you as a detective?
What is that?
Not a good start. It's a camera, so Alphonse can see all this.
All right.
Pues si quiere que Alfonso lo vea, coge y hazle una videollamada.
Boccherini had company for dinner. Someone from Vermont with the initials OB. Someone whose social status was a lot higher, but who was on the same side of the law. He served lasagna, and after clearing away the dishes, they opened a bottle of whiskey in the dining room. That was when the murderer burst in on them, coming through the window which he broke with his own body weight. Boccherini, or maybe his guest, pulled a gun, but it was a waste of time. The murderer was so fast he was disarmed before he could fire. He focused his attention on Boccherini, totally ignoring the guest, and lifted him up into the air. He then threw him against the dining room table so hard that one of the glasses of whiskey was embedded in Boccherini's back. He span around, clawing at the table, and immediately afterwards the murderer ripped off his hands. I have no idea how he did it, but all the evidence suggests he just pulled. Blood sprayed everywhere. The wristwatch fell to the ground. He dragged him through the corridor into the hall. He tore down the lamp, hung him from the brackets, and stabbed steel rods through his body. He skewered him on the iron bars, possibly taken from the fence outside, and pulled out his teeth one by one. Finally, he scooped out his eyes with a teaspoon. Boccherini must have been dead when the murderer went to the bathroom with his hands in his teeth. There, he arranged them to make an altar, weaving the fingers together and placing the teeth inside. Next, he painted something on the wall in blood, a symbol which I don't recognize, but which could have some kind of ritualistic significance. When he'd finished his artwork, he left. I don't know what he did with the eyes.
You're telling me that someone did all this armed with a teaspoon?
Sí.
More or less.
And you worked all this out on your own, just by looking?
More or less.
I don't know which of the two of you scares me more. Wait a second. What about the guest?
Right. Come with me. Nothing.
Turns out Mr. Untouchable isn't infallible. But you were close. Congratulations.
This must be Boccherini's office. Let's take a quick look around.
Estaba ahí y se escapó, claro. No, se iba a quedar, ¿eh? Quiero buscar pistas, no quiero hablar con él. Whoa.
Jesus, there's at least $1 million here.
Dinerito.
Mm-hmm. Boccherini's?
I'd be surprised. Probably his guests, and I doubt it was to pay Boccherini for his services. None of his forgeries are worth that much. Carlo, I have the goods for OB, but I have to take the children to school tomorrow and I can't make the meetup. Friday, same time, same place. It's signed NI.
Mm-hmm. These initials are getting to be a pain in the ass, right?
I have to take the kids to school tomorrow. I don't think this is some loving divorced daddy, Milton.
I take back what I just said.
driver's license of one John Martinson and Osmond Burke.
Osmond Burke. Ya tenemos el nombre.
Do we know him?
The eldest son of the richest family in Vermont, convicted rapist. He was arrested thanks to the testimony of his father, who wound up disinheriting him. He escaped from prison last week. He broke into the family home and slit the throats of all his relatives one by one. Opened the safe and got away with a fortune.
Esa es la noticia que vimos en el periódico. Claro. Aquí está todo relacionado.
All starting to add up, isn't it?
Out of my way! Ow! Ow!
Milton! Milton!
You're doing fine on your own, Mr. Ness. I believe in you.
Aquí luchando.
Get out! He's coming back!
Who's coming back?
Him! The monster!
El monstruo.
The guy who killed Boccherini?
He was a monster! Oh, get your hands off me, Negro!
What was he like? Describe him for me.
He was a monster. Red and black. I mean, his head reached the ceiling. He tore off his hands with his claws! It was a monster! A monster!
Should I hit him again?
Burke, shut up. You're Osmond Burke, right?
Yes.
Good. Now pay attention, Burke, because I have a question for you. Who is John Martinson?
I am.
Boccherini created a new identity for you. And I'll bet that under those bandages, there's a new face, fresh from surgery. Who wrote this note?
Nikolai Ivankov.
Rings a bell.
One of Capone's right-hand men 20 years ago.
Uno
What does
del
this
hombre de
stuff about
Capone.
kids mean?
I don't know.
Calm down, Burke. You were going to meet up with him, right?
Yes, at the docks, berth 42, right next to where the alligator 3 is moored.
So what's the meetup time?
Tomorrow at noon. Tomorrow.
Tomorrow? No, it's going to be tonight. Don't get too comfortable. We'll be there in no time.
Vamos a ir a dónde. Que a la policía ahora mismo no podemos meterla en esto. Al hospital, ¿para qué? ¿Para que lo curen? Al restaurante.
There are certain types of people I don't allow in my diner. But today, I have no choice but to make an exception.
I'm afraid not, Mr. Ness. I have to take him to Alphonse.
Out of the question. I know his temper. He'll beat him to a pulp.
Listen, if the missing girl was your granddaughter, you wouldn't forgive me if I didn't let you see the only suspect who could lead us to her.
Claro.
Okay.
No le pregunto por el dinero.
Shucks.
What?
I thought that bloodbath would cover up the smell of stale grease. I was wrong.
Ya estamos en el bar. Vamos a interrogarlo, supongo.
Delphine.
Oh, thank God you're here. The lights were off, so I thought that... I'm sorry. I got out of the hospital late, then I went to the station to pick up Jim's check, and when they told me... I'm scared.
Of what?
What are you drinking?
It's only juice. Juice and nothing else.
Breathe on me. You heard me.
Es que bebe
I'm
zumo.
sorry.
Lo suyo sería
It hasn't
whisky,
been a
pero
good day.
What's happened?
hay que estar sobrio.
No! You knew!
Knew about what?
What's that gun doing there?
Media
A
verdad.
guy I know is having trouble with a two-bit mafioso. He asked me to go with him, just in case. I didn't have to get it out.
Well, don't. Don't start taking on the Mafia. Not now. You really don't know?
No, I don't know. And if you keep
No
up
lo
the
sé, ¿qué
guessing
ocurre?
games, I'll never know.
He's back.
Who?
Him. I don't know why it still surprises me, but it's incredible that you were such a good detective, and yet you've never been able to understand people. Capone got out of jail.
Where'd you hear that?
Chief Jenkins.
Chief Jenkins. The same guy who said he was going to clean up Santa Esperanza, right? In that case, you can rest assured Capone just put on his striped pajamas, and in 4 minutes' time, he'll be snoring in his cell.
Elliot, what if it's true? If he's out, what's the first thing he's going to do? Who does he hate?
Hombre, lo primero
more
que ha
than
hecho es llamarme
anyone?
para contratarme, así que tranquila. Lo primero que hará... Vamos a hablar de la
He
vejez.
spent almost 20 years in jail. Capone's an old man. If he gets out, at most he's going to challenge me to a race to the nearest park bench.
Please, Elliot, don't joke. You're the only part of Jim's life that I have left. If you put yourself
Lo
in
único que le
danger,
queda de allí. Entonces la otra no es su hija.
Please, no. But thanks.
My hand? I burnt it cooking. Fried eggs are the devil's work.
What's going on, Elliot? We're closed.
Can you wait outside for a couple of minutes, Milton?
Sure, of course. Although, I'm sorry to say, but we're short on time.
Elliot,
Come in, Milton, come in. Delphine, I'll tell you later. Now...
A la vete. Que te voy a poner la mano en la rodilla y te
you
voy a
said
echar
you'd
para
never
atrás.
treat me like that again. I'm glad I could confirm that you're okay.
No, but it's none of your business.
Sorry to butt in. I've brought your rapist costume for the party. Seriously, you're not...
No, she's the wife of a friend who died in the line of duty, Jim Dockers.
Alphonse told me about him.
Your Alphonse killed him.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Mr. Ness. Although he's not the same man he was. Anyway, isn't the deal with marriage until death do us part?
It's not that simple. There are other factors.
Lealtad.
Dockers was my best friend. I couldn't do that to him, not even now he's dead.
Right. So you like her, but you don't have the nerve.
Oh yeah? What would you do?
Women have never been one of my priorities.
I'm sorry.
Forget it. Shit. You screwed Alphonse good, didn't you?
I don't think he holds it against me, this far down the line. He's a new man now, right?
Did you enjoy it?
I'm a cop. Correction, I was a cop. You do the job you're given.
Hombre, claro.
End of story.
Era trabajo, no
I
placer,
hear you.
picha.
But you didn't finish the next job they gave you. Did they find those kids?
Los
No.
niños perdidos.
How do I look?
Like the invisible man in the movie. No one's gonna buy it.
Take it easy. Everything's going to work out fine.
Pues la estética es guapísima, ¿eh? O sea, la estética es una pasada.
So, everything's gonna work out fine, huh? You sure it's here?
Relax. It's just a little further. Just follow me.
This plan is suicidal. We're gonna die.
I don't think so.
I don't think so. And may I ask why?
It's not the first time I've done a job like this, and I never was any good at getting killed.
There's a first time for everything, my friend.
Milton, if you go on contradicting me, you're not going to get into your role. Don't forget, while we're here, you're supposed to be at my beck and call.
While we're here.
Hear that? Not bad.
A white boy who likes the blues. What's next? You gonna let the black man vote?
Hay un fallo de física un poco evidente. Vale. A los bravos marineros de la isla de Santa Elena. La aduana. Mira los dos dando
Hey, you.
saltos.
Where do you think you're going?
Colegueo.
Hello, friend. I've come to speak with Nikolai Ivankov. Can you help me?
I'm sorry, pal. The mummy repair center is over on the other side.
Well, we tried being polite.
Kick him in the balls, honey.
It'd be my pleasure, Sweetie Chops.
Dakota.
Yeah, my
Dakota.
pleasure, Miss Dakota.
Dale.
Maybe you can kick me in the balls, but not him. I gelded him myself, like an ox. You can't imagine the kind of strength that gives. He could split your chest with a single headbutt.
And anyone else who gets in your way, Mr. Burke.
Ah, you got one of those uppity Negroes, I see.
Vamos a ver
You
la
have
corriente.
no idea, my friend. Takes the patience of a saint.
Yeah. Look, pal, without an appointment, you can't come in.
I have an appointment in the name of Osmond Burke.
You're Burke. Why didn't you say so before? Come on in.
Hemos campeado y no nos hace falta la pelea. Seguramente si hubiéramos estado un poco más chulitos, hubiéramos tenido que pelear. Y se hubiera liado parda. No lo sabremos.
What is that thing?
You really wanna know? Better off not asking.
Cruzamos el puente.
It's supposed to be here.
Where's the ship?
Ahí está Iván.
Looking for someone?
We arranged to meet Nikolai Ivankov
Ivankov,
at berth
yeah.
42, but it looks like the ship isn't moored here. Has she set sail?
It isn't moored? Maybe she's sunk to the bottom of the ocean.
Un submarino. Qué guapo, ¿eh? Uy, son muy perdidos. Qué chulada. No me jodas que ha terminado ahí. ¡Oh! ¡Qué hijos de puta! Ahí ha terminado. Si Delfín apenas sale. Burke. Esta especie de intro es muy Black Size. Qué guapo. Está chulo, está chulo. La escena final. Tío, qué mal rollo da la cabra esta.
You know that we punish children who behave badly, don't you? Yesterday it was Juliet who behaved badly. Do you remember?
Uh-huh.
She hit Junior so she would finish ahead of him in the morning race. Do you know what we did to her?
Mm-mm.
Don't worry. You'll find out soon enough. Which do you prefer? The doll or the plush toy?
La muñeca.
Ago, Mickey bit Tom so he could take his food. Do you know what we did with him?
Bruno says you killed him.
Bruno says many things. Which do you prefer, blonde hair or brown?
Moreno. Que cague.
And today, you tried to escape. Do you know what the difference is?
No.
Juliet and Mickey hurt their friends so that we would not punish them. You tried to escape, but you did not harm your friends. On the contrary, you tried to help Bruno, putting your own life in danger. Very few children would do that. We are going to punish you.
Qué cabrones, ¿no?
But in a different way than Juliet and Mickey. Bruno, on the other hand, did something very similar to them. He betrayed you to avoid being punished.
I'm sorry.
Which of these two drawings do you like best?
I'm sorry.
Hostia. Qué cabrones. La canción me flipa. La dejamos de fondo. Prepara un momento para una cosa, pero... La verdad que Damián ha hecho un trabajo espectacular con esta banda sonora. Esa es la chica que canta. Muy bien también. Yo tengo la suerte de tener esta banda sonora porque además me la conseguí gracias al propio Damián Sánchez. Y la uso en mi juego de Noir y es espectacular. Tiene una inmersión brutal. Para mi gusto, lo único que le falla al juego es que no está en español, siendo sobre todo de desarrolladores españoles, ¿no? Pero entiendo, claro, que han buscado a lo mejor pues darle ese toque, ¿no? Noir de venderlo en Estados Unidos, ¿no? Y bueno, puede ser, ¿no? Que por eso lo hayan hecho solo en inglés, pero una versión española estaría genial. Estos son los diseños de... Tecnología Face. pues ha acabado el episodio 1. Y nada, ahora iremos a pillar el 2, ¿vale? La verdad que... mira, en el siguiente episodio.
Is she here?
My father asked you to take care of me. Is this how you respect a dead man's wishes?
Screw everything I
No
said.
quiero saber lo que ocurre. Bueno, vamos a darle.
He's Al Capone. He may not have much left, but he'll have something.
Life's full of little twists and turns, huh?
Que no me gusta esto de saber qué ocurre en próximos episodios. Bueno, ya he terminado. Mira, elegí ser amable. Me contuve a pesar de la provocación. Le exigí que cediera su fortuna. He estado sobrio, no he bebido whisky. Y he estado rudo, no tuve tacto con Delfín. No tuve tacto. Es que sin whisky no es lo mismo, chicos. Pues nada, hasta aquí ha llegado... Modo cabezón desbloqueado para jugar con cabezones. Qué gracioso. Vale. Vale, hasta aquí ha llegado, se acabó la paz. Y ya el próximo pues será Agitando el Avispero, que será el próximo al que jugaremos. Y nada, pues gracias a todos por haber estado ahí, por haber visto esta resolución de esta segunda parte. Y os dejo este pedazo de banda sonora